Hey guys, Callum from AO Group coming to you once again with another video. We recently had a solution request from a customer who wanted to be able to send out a public form and anyone could fill it in, but they wanted to be able to know who the person was that filled it in. To solve this problem, what we did was we created a random PIN code for each person that we sent the form to. Now this PIN code was a completely random number, completely generated at random automatically using DocuWare alone, no third-party solutions. And what that meant was we were able to then track the responses coming back. If the responses matched a number that we were expecting, we accepted the response. If it didn't, we automatically rejected the response saying, really sorry, the number's not found. The solution was revolutionary for the customer, and I wanted to show you how it was done. So let's jump into our workflow designer and take a look. Before we jump into the workflow, what we're going to be using is the RND function that you can see here from the DocuWare workflow expression parser. Now imagine you have magical dice and it doesn't roll numbers like 1, 2, 3, but instead it gives you a tiny fractional number somewhere between 0 and 1 every time you roll that dice. Effectively, that is what the RND function does. It's a tiny dice, virtual dice, that every time you roll it, it's going to give you a number anywhere between 0 and 1. For example, it could give you 0.7534216 as an output. What we can then do is we can use additional functions within DocuWare to get the number that we want to receive. So if I open up my workflow designer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable and I'm going to call it first roll so we can see what that looks like. I'm going to create it as a decimal field and as 10 decimal places. What I'm then going to do is create an assigned data task and run test roll. It's going to be an arithmetic expression. I'm going to call RND and that's it. Nothing else, just call RND. Okay. Click OK again. If I now connect everything up and save, if I now run the workflow test here in DocuWare, run this through, type in my password, run the test scenario, you'll see my first roll would have received 0.4833444. If I stop and run it again, second roll generates a number 0.482889. Two completely different numbers, completely random, nothing linking the two. Just to show that it wasn't by chance, stop it again, run my test again, run it again, 0.8027595. So you can see it's a completely random number that's randomly generated by the system. But, so this time, what we're going to do is we're going to delete the bottom connection out of my workflow, stop the test, delete that connection, and create one called whole number. I'm going to leave it as a test text output, go to assign data, create it's an assigned data task called create whole number, under workflow variable, arithmetic expression. Now what I want to do is cast to a string the integer RND times 10. 2 squarely brackets at the end. Now, press OK and OK. Connect everything up. Save. Run my test. What I have this time is my whole number. I've now got the 6 as the output. So now if I wanted to create a 4-digit PIN code, it's really, really simple. From here, what I would do is that, add that, add that, add that. The same thing 4 times. Now, if I save, run my test, run my output test, this time, now, I get a whole number PIN code for 8505. Really simple way we can create 4-digit, 6-digit, however many digit PIN codes we need using the random number generator built into DocuWare. So now if we tie all that together, we can create a 6-character long password or PIN code completely at random in DocuWare. Let's create a variable called secret PIN code. Create a new assigned data step. An arithmetic expression again. And now I just choose the values that I would like to add in. So for example, I want to start with an uppercase letter. Then I want to add a lowercase letter. Then I want to add a number. Then I want to add another number. Then I want to add a special character. And finally, I want to add a number again. OK. OK again. If I connect everything back up again, save my workflow, run my test again, there we have it. Uppercase letter, lowercase letter, 2 numbers, special character, number again. 6-digit secret PIN code, all built completely natively in DocuWare using just DocuWare functionality. Incredibly powerful and something that opens up a huge range of use cases for DocuWare beyond what's standard within the software, giving us tons of flexibility as builders with what we do. Thanks so much for watching.